and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Biyombo. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Irving. And that's now 11 points for LeBron.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Second team foul.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Lowry dishes to Patterson.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Greg, bottom line is they're ahead on the scoreboard, and that's all that
matters. The Raptors have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. The shot by Williams, no good. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. And the dunk by Biyombo.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 7. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Cleveland.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5. For Cleveland, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. He's perfect from the line this time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Out to the right wing. And Valanciunas kicks to Ross. The three-pointer is right on target.
For 3.
Ross has got his first 3 points of the game.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
Cavaliers ball.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. We take a look at the Cavaliers. And, of course, the Toronto Raptors. 2 games back. Cleveland leading by 6. LeBron passes to Thompson. Love dishes to Irving. He feeds it to Thompson. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. The Cavaliers 5th.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Just his first attempt. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And Joseph kicks to DeRozan. Ring shot on the way. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Down low. Here's Joseph. Good D by Love.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And guys, that was their night. I mean, it seemed like everything they shot went in.
It happens that way sometimes, guys. It was just one of those games where the hot shooting of a couple of players became contagious and nobody was stoppable.
The Raptors making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Raptors trail by 10. And Joseph kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Johnson. Good D by Thompson. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And the dunk by James.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And Joseph kicks to Valanciunas to end the run.
Cavaliers foul call.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one. It's been kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. From deep, Johnson. The Raptors rebound. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
And DeRozan kicks to Scola. Cavaliers with the rebound. James outside. Smith outside. There's the 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 8 points for J.R. Smith.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Irving can't get it to go. Raptors trailed by 16. It's stolen by Smith. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. LeBron passes to Thompson. There's the call on James Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Lowry in for Corey Joseph. Kicks it to Patterson. And he's good on the 3 ball. Patterson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lowry against Irving. Here's Thompson. Banked in off the glass.
I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Yeah, up above 50% in terms of field goal percentage. They're on a roll.
To the inside. Biyombo. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
From deep three-point range, the shot by Lowry, no good.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
And so we wrap up the first half. Cavaliers lead by 15. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
I'll tell you what, he put together an highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
An explosive display it was, fellas. They might have to get the backup rim ready if he keeps attacking the hoop like he did before the break.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Johnson is out there with Scola, and it's Valanciunas in the center position.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Toronto calls timeout.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. To the middle. Here's Scola. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've shown in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
They double hit with James. And there's the call on James.
That's his second personal
That's foul number 2 for him.
in for the Raptors.
And the Raptors with some changes. Ross comes in for Johnson. And it's Joseph in for DeMar DeRozan. Lowry from outside.
Kyle Lowry.
That's good. Lowry's got 5.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.